Hello guys, and welcome to episode 33 of my Empire Total War campaign, playing as Great Britain on very hard difficulty. Today we are going to be looking at this war with France. I feel like it's going to be relatively difficult actually, as we're going to be defending our front here at Amsterdam, Brussels and Paris at the same time. I've split my forces between Amsterdam and Brussels at the moment, but I'm pretty sure they're going to have forces maybe coming from Strasbourg up towards Paris, and that's going to be awkward to deal with. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. But in the meantime, I was thinking maybe it's time to get peace with Prussia, if we can, that is. I mean, the AI in Empire isn't particularly lenient towards peace, but it might be worth going for. Especially since we did find peace with Poland and Lithuania, and we previously won a decent battle against the Prussians. I would like to capitalise on that by taking all of their provinces, but we're not quite in the position to do so. So, like we peaced out with France previously, I feel like it'd be a good idea to do it now the other way around, so that we can try and deal with the French in the meantime. So let's jump into diplomatic relations first. We'll talk to Prussia. I will request peace, and I might ask for some technology. Let's maybe ask for improved grenades. Why not? We might be able to get something from this, which would be good, especially considering we crushed their armies. So we'll offer that, and peace treaty signed. Perfect. Maybe I could have asked for more. It's really annoying, actually. Yeah, maybe I could have asked for more. Maybe I should have asked for more first. Oh well. We'll take peace for the technology, I guess. Yeah, that's, I don't know, it's fine. We got improved grenades from that, which is going to allow us to get explosive shells sooner than later, so that's nice. Also, I think it unlocks, what was that, Hessian Grenadiers, so we can now recruit those in the Americas, I guess that is. Let's jump over to the Americas, have a look. Somewhere with a decent barracks. Where can I recruit those? I have no idea. Anyway, let's jump into our lists and see what we have to do today. So the recruitment at Amsterdam is underway with the line infantry, and we have the forces here all replenishing, so we can't really move out of Amsterdam. At Königsberg we're under siege, and I believe that's only one turn until surrender, so we're going to have to fight that out. We have 57 men in Fort Sainte-Marie. They will be disbanded when I don't need them anymore. We have Meriwether Mitchell. Once they're replenished, they're going to be heading up to York Factory. Kevin McDowell's already moved. John Churchill's under siege. Dennis York is in Brussels, and our forces at Caracas are waiting to be replenished. Good. I think we're also recruiting here as well, aren't we? Yeah, 2 colonial light infantry, which is good. As for our fleet, we can now engage the French, but that looks to be probably a bad idea. I might use this navy for that once they're fixed up. So we'll look into doing that. In the meantime, Edward Russell needs to get back to the Europe theatre to help us out over here. Well, actually, since we're at war with Prussia now, I'm not sure if that's necessary to speed that up. Because we won't be attacked on our trade here anymore. They do have a navy here. I might finally be able to free my navy. We're going to wait, I think, until the 4th rate is finished, though, to get that done. Right. What else is there? Agents, of course. We have a couple of rakes. One is still heading down in America. One's in Portsmouth, and he's waiting for the ship to be built. So that is that all done. Good. Let's go into our government here. I'm going to jump into policies and check I'm not exempting anywhere from tax. I'm not. Fantastic. Spain is now relatively happy. Due to the rebellion occurring. Spanish rebels are wandering about, doing their own thing. Looks like they're going to try and raid these towns, which is going to be a real annoyance. But if we crush this Spanish army, it might leave us open to go and take Gibraltar or something, which would be cool. This army is not at its peak, but still has quite a lot of men. And of course John Churchill's sitting here with like 9 ranks to his name, so that's fantastic. Right, first things first, before we move on to the next turn, we've got to break out of Königsberg. And winning this battle convincingly will likely lead on to us taking over Jelgava. So if I play this correctly,
Brush them aside.
we'll be alright. It's quite even, in a sense that they have 5 line infantry versus our 5 line infantry, 2 cannons versus their 2 cannons. Then they have cav on top of that. So honestly, things are actually in their favour, I would say, over our own. We just outnumber them because we've got a load of trash to go with our line infantry. I'm a little bit worried about this actually. Maybe what I could do is leave the Firelock Arm Citizenry on the walls with the cannons. Have my cannons outside of the walls. And maybe just sort of double whammy them with the cannons. I guess it really depends on the layout of the fort, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so we are looking this way. Maybe I could make it work. If I had like cannons here and here, like I have no idea where they're gonna be. It could be either here or here. I think putting my cannons in those locations is fine. I'm just checking the range on them. Should be okay. And if we have maybe, I don't know, I kind of want to keep them relatively spread. That's the question. So if we just do this for now, make sure they're all outside of the settlement. I feel like that's pretty important. I can have pikemen just stand behind, although I think I'm just going to keep these pikemen inside because that's my leader and I don't want him to die. As for the rest of these forces, these guys need to go on the walls. Yeah, maybe if we do this and we do this, I can man all those guns. That would be nice. And we need some for the other ones as well. These guys. Okay, that'll do. Then we just got our militia. Militia can come over here. Let's launch it. Where are they? Okay, they've started over on the left side here. Their cannons... Well, their cannons I think are shooting through their own horses, unless we just got some really good shots there. I feel like we might have. Over here we're shooting at their guns. It seems they fortified them in a very odd position there. I guess one way we could win actually is by focusing their cav with the cannons. So I might consider doing that, but taking out their guns over here is going to be a priority. So let's just send some men to go deal with those. We do of course have the guns on the walls as well, so that's nice. Oh, that's annoying, there's a little bit of a hill there. Yeah, I'm going to try and have these militia kill those guys on the guns there, because since they're the only ones that I think can do damage to my own. Should have looked at the terrain though as I placed these ones. Really quite awkward. We're outranged for the most part here, it seems. How are we doing with this engagement? Nice, we are winning quite convincingly. That's good. Probably stop those cannons from firing. Let's just wander back over here with those. We've really got to take this easy. If I can get some cannonballs through these trees into these regiment of horse, that would be really good. Oh, we're shooting through our own dudes here, apparently. Sorry, men. Let me... Oh, actually, are they coming towards me? Because that is good, if they are. A very good thing. Kind of wish I had more troops on the top here, but that's fine. Line these guys up like so. I need to have these men all readjust. I should probably have the militia actually in the middle, with the line infantry on the flanks, because the line infantry can go into square formation, so that will definitely help against any cavalry flanks. Have these guys run into position. These ones want to go into 3 line ranks if they can. Because then they get their full fire by rank capabilities. Target these regiment of horse on the right side, since that's more open. It'd be nice for them to actually hit. Oh, some nice shots. Oh, nearly made them rout completely. What I need to do with that cav, because otherwise the cav's going to run all over us. Can't really afford anything else right now. This is going to be a dangerous battle, guys. Dangerous battle. Since they're not really using their cannons, I might bring out my pikemen straight away. Some canister into these guys. Pretty sure they're in range. Yep. Put them in square on the flank. Done a lot of damage there, actually. Oh, they're engaging me in melee. Cavalry on the left side is fine. Let's just realign here. Gonna get these pikemen to come over to the left. Right, so their cavalry advantage I think is falling away from them, which is good. We still have decent canister as well. Really helping us out. Let's just engage in melee here. Let's get these guys out of that engagement and get onto the flanks here. These guys are going to get involved in melee. These guys have run away. Not good. We just engage them in melee. I don't know how we lost so badly. Apparently we did. It's fine. Really hoping my pikemen can win out there. Get these guys involved. Maybe we can win out that battle. And square. A bit worried about these bodyguard here. I like this cannon fire there. That's good. Yeah, how we're losing these engagements is beyond me. Not entirely sure why. It's so far in their favour. And look at this. My my units just seem so much worse, even though they have such higher ranks. Very odd. But now our general's routing, so there's that. Maybe we can win on this flank. I hope my cannons can do the job. Let's get these guys out of the way. Have those guys start firing on the right here. I'm really hoping my general comes back, because that's probably affecting our morale quite badly at the moment. Guess we could maybe hit their general actually. That'd be good. Hit these guys out of square. Run them over. Oh, those shots are good. Go on, kill that general for me. Shame we didn't kill the general, but I need to turn the canister on to these other men now. My crews are getting shot to pieces. Right, at least we won there. That's good. Get a couple canister shots in and then we can charge them. In the meantime, we'll just line up. It might be worth just doing it that way anyway. Having the militia line up pikemen behind. General's still running away. We outnumber them so much. Okay. Are these going to fire soon? Ah yeah, there's one. Oh, I missed completely. Right, let's just charge in. Charge. Put these guys into melee mode. I can't click stop for whatever reason. Cannon fire still coming in off the walls. Let's stop that if we can. These guys can line up behind. It's been a hella close battle. I said I was a bit worried about it, and it seems I had good reason to be. But we might have just about pulled it off. Would it be nice if I had these guys involved? I can't believe I had an entire line infantry unit not involved in this battle. Oh, wow. Okay, it wasn't even close then. Holy shit. I can't believe I've done that. But, we've won. It's fine. I might just have these charge into the back of them. How are we still firing off this wall? Oh, it's this guy. Guys, please stop. Right, so we're not going to have enough forces, I don't think, to counter-attack, but oh well, at least we broke them to start. I could have these cannons actually load round shot. Oh, never mind. Actually, what we could do, possibly, if these guys go into melee and we go like attack like so, they leave the cannons, we man these cannons instead and have those cannons fire at the general. Pro strats, boys. Right, so let's target the general's bodyguard. I'm not sure if I'm in range actually. Oh well. We got enough men to do it. Let's just grab these guys. Start lining up towards them. Probably not in front of them. Maybe stop these guys firing. We're going to come over to this left side. I don't want to obviously walk into live cannons. That would be a bad idea. Get these guys to come over here as well. I guess in some ways it's good we had them in reserve, but I'm surprised that my men lost this engagement so badly. Looks like it might have been relatively even, just my men run away sooner. I guess they have a proper general, and we don't. But you'd think the unit ranks might count for something. Especially when they're like 3 or 4 ranks up. I could just engage with these men actually. I might do that. Just the full squad. Yeah, we'll move forwards. Try and engage them with the guns. Nice, if we can make them route that way, it'd be perfect. Come on, next rank please. Well, let's just shoot these guys to death. Wait, what? Are they coming at me or not? I'm so confused right now. Just doing a dance at the moment. Oh well. Shoot their artillery to death. And square formation. Don't stand a chance. There we go. Job done. Surprised we didn't kill the general after all that, but we'll end it there for a heroic victory apparently. Wow. Guess we did keep a lot more alive than I intended by keeping an entire unit out of the battle. That's going to leave them with not very many men left. I'm actually very tempted to pursue them even with the limited forces that I have. Then again, that is a walled settlement, so that things could get very ugly even against limited amounts of Farlock armed citizenry. So that's just going to be where I leave it for that attack at Königsberg for now. That's fine. In the next turn we're going to be getting 13,150, so I will be able to afford the refitting of all of those troops. I might also just go overboard with the line infantry here, recruit some more just so that we have a chance to attack and take Jelgava. Especially now we're at peace with both Poland, Lithuania and Prussia. Just getting rid of Courland would be fantastic. So that is everything done for the turn, I think. I'm a bit worried about what France is going to do, but we should be okay. Let's go ahead and end the turn.
Seeing, but
France destroying another pirate fleet. French are going to be raiding my lands, and we have an opportunity to intercept. I think we're going to do it because they just raided both of those guys, and it would be just good to wipe these guys out. So we're going to fight that on the battle map because I'm not so sure about the auto-resolve there. I don't know how one unit is apparently going to do any damage against almost an entire army in a settlement. Like, what is that? I don't know. So we're forced to play this out, unfortunately. Might be a little bit of a waste of time, but it is what it is. We're going to get our cannons up and ready. I'm going to unload them just because there's this hill in the way. All our forces can be out. Start the deployment. Where are they? There they are. Right, time to line up, men. Let's run them all into position. These guys are going to have to roll forwards a little bit. Are they just going to go for like the cap? I feel like they are. They're actually just attacking the settlement. Not sure how I feel about that. Because I kind of want to like unload these guys in their face. It's annoying. Yeah, I think they're just going to like try and go through the breach here. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Speed things up. Our men will beat them there. He says, as they take ages to get through. Wait, what are they doing? They're throwing grapples? I can't believe this is actually happening. They're actually going to do quite a lot of damage. I guess we'll just speed it up. We lost way more men than we needed to. Didn't actually expect them to attack us, which is the main thing. Oh, they're broken. That's victory. Nice. It's a shame you can't capture infantry like you can ships, because that would be an easy one to do. France didn't do anything else after that. Well, I'm fine with that, I guess. Poland and Lithuania, it is a very precarious situation at Königsberg, isn't it? They're sort of building up, and I'm a bit worried about that. At some point I feel like they're just going to attack me with like a massive army. Saying that, the amount of ridiculous defences we've had at Königsberg throughout this campaign so far, not sure if we'd lose it anyway. The only reason we had to fight out in that Kurland battle is because we were under siege and it was one turn until surrender. Now Savoy is doing something. Oh, that's going to be really frustrating. Especially at Paris. Okay, 13 colonies has been attacked by the Cherokee nations. We'll enter on this on the war on the side of our allies. This is probably a good thing because it will enable the 13 colonies to do some damage.
As population growth is slow here, it is recommended that you upgrade farms or bring lower class taxes down.
Let's fix these up.
Increasing the food supply and net income of the layman.
Let's see. Technology advances. It's good. Enemy raid. Public servant dies. Basil Brindley. Enemy raid. Navarra farmland. The Mercury thermometer. A new member of the Royal Society, Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit, has demonstrated a new kind of thermometer, capable of measuring a wider range of temperatures than previous designs. After the early death of his parents from mushroom poisoning, Fahrenheit worked briefly as a merchant trained as a glassblower and maintained a keen interest in scientific matters. He eventually settled in The Hague, where he now produces precision scientific instruments such as barometers and thermometers, or thermometers, sorry. Barometers and thermometers. I don't know why I said those so strange. As mercury is less volatile than alcohol, it is thus able to measure higher temperatures and has a high coefficient of expansion ideal for the use in thermometers. Fahrenheit hit upon the idea of filling his thermometers with mercury. He then needed to devise a suitable scale to use with his invention for recording temperatures, modestly naming it after himself. Of course, it'll never catch on. Natural causes. George Rook, our admiral, has died. Okay. Thankfully, we still have John Leake leading our forces, and it looks like we're going to have a lovely French naval battle on our hands. Buildings constructed in Rupert's Land, Huron territory, and yeah, 2 actually in Huron territory. It's really good. Gold mines. Let's look at our income now. Oh, not as good. Sometimes it sort of changes so weirdly. Oh well. Our forces in the Caracas are ready to go. I was thinking that I was going to send like 2 of these colonial line infantry, wasn't I, to San Jose, but I can't do that if I don't have any ships to send them there, so it might be worth just grabbing them all out and sending these -2 towards Bogota. I think that was the idea I had anyway, so we'll get them underway. These guys can fix themselves up. I might even recruit some more to go with them. Maybe actually just some colonial militia. We'll add those to the queue before I forget. But that, guys, has unfortunately been my time. So, going to have to find a way to spend 11,000. Surely won't be too hard. Most likely going to go towards the troops at Königsberg. So, yeah. Let's just do that now. But yeah, guys, that's where I'm going to have to leave it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.